In the heart of New York City, among the towering skyscrapers, lived a couple who seemed to have it all. Laura, a graceful woman in her early 30s with auburn hair and striking blue eyes, was married to David, a successful investment banker with a powerful presence and chiseled features. From the outside, their life appeared perfect: lavish parties, high-end vacations, and a luxurious penthouse in Manhattan. However, behind closed doors, their marriage was anything but idyllic. David had always been ambitious, but as his career soared, so did his arrogance and neglect towards Laura. He became increasingly controlling and dismissive, belittling her in public and private. He would often criticize her appearance, her cooking, and even her choice of friends. Laura, who once shone with confidence and joy, began to wither under David's oppressive behavior. Her friends noticed her growing sadness, but whenever they asked, she would brush it off, too ashamed to admit the truth. David's cruelty extended beyond emotional abuse. He would frequently flirt with other women, even in Laura's presence, making her feel invisible and worthless. On several occasions, she found lipstick stains on his shirts and unfamiliar perfume lingering on his clothes. Confronting him only led to more ridicule and gaslighting, with David accusing her of being paranoid and insecure. Laura's breaking point came one night when David returned home late from a business trip. He reeked of alcohol and perfume, and his shirt was buttoned wrong. Laura, standing in the kitchen, confronted him with tears in her eyes.
"David, I know you've been unfaithful. How can you do this to me?"
she asked, her voice trembling. David sneered.
"You're imagining things, Laura. Stop being so dramatic. I'm tired of your accusations."
Imagining things? How can you say that when it's obvious? Do you have any idea how much it hurts?
Laura cried, her voice breaking. David's expression turned cold.
"You're just being overly sensitive. Maybe if you paid more attention to yourself, I wouldn't need to look elsewhere."
That was the final straw. Laura felt a surge of anger and determination. She decided she couldn't live like this anymore. She deserved better than to be treated as an afterthought, a mere accessory in David's life. The next day, Laura reached out to her old friend, Emma, a divorce attorney known for her tenacity and expertise. Emma listened intently as Laura poured out her heart, detailing the years of neglect and infidelity.
"Laura, you don't have to endure this any longer. We can fight this,"
Emma said firmly. Laura nodded, feeling a glimmer of hope for the first time in years.
"I want to get out of this marriage, Emma. I want to reclaim my life."
With Emma's help, Laura meticulously gathered evidence of David's infidelity and emotional abuse. They hired a private investigator who documented David's numerous affairs and questionable financial activities. It turned out that David had been embezzling money from his firm, using it to fund his extravagant lifestyle and affairs. As the divorce proceedings began, David was blindsided. He had underestimated Laura's resolve and intelligence. He arrogantly believed that she would never leave him, that she was too dependent on him. But Laura was stronger than he ever gave her credit for. In court, Emma presented a compelling case, showcasing David's infidelities and financial misconduct. The judge was unsympathetic to David's attempts to discredit Laura, and the evidence against him was overwhelming. Laura was awarded a significant settlement, including their penthouse and a substantial portion of David's assets. But karma had more in store for David. News of his embezzlement reached his firm, and he was swiftly fired and faced legal charges. His reputation was ruined, and he found himself ostracized from the elite circles he once dominated. The women he had flaunted in front of Laura abandoned him, not wanting to be associated with his disgrace. Meanwhile, Laura flourished. She redecorated the penthouse, transforming it into a sanctuary of peace and creativity. She rekindled old friendships and pursued her passion for art, opening a gallery that quickly gained acclaim. Laura's confidence and joy returned, and she embraced her newfound freedom with open arms. One evening, as Laura was hosting an exhibition at her gallery, she noticed a familiar face among the attendees. It was David, looking disheveled and worn. He approached her, his once confident demeanor replaced with humility and regret.
"Laura,"
he began, his voice shaky.
I wanted to apologize. I was terrible to you, and I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I need you to know I'm sorry."
Laura looked at him, a mixture of pity and indifference in her eyes.
"David, your apology doesn't change the past, but I've moved on. I hope you find a way to make peace with yourself."
As she walked away, she felt a sense of closure. David's downfall was a testament to the power of resilience and justice. Laura had reclaimed her life and her happiness, proving that even in the darkest times, there is always a path to the light. David, left to reflect on his actions, realized too late the true value of what he had lost.